No, I put it down here. Where could my... What is it called? Memory. My memory can't fail me now. Uh, my chisel. My water. Everything is disappearing on me. I have to get this done. I only have so many days, so many hours until... What if I don't make anything look great? If no one likes my work, then I don't know what I'll do. Oh, give me a moment, my muse. Let me find a piece of fabric for you to cover your eyes with. Wouldn't want you to turn into stone, my muse. I really wouldn't want you to turn to stone. I wouldn't be able to put you in different poses if I did. Oh, my muse, you are a wonderful sight to see. I was just trying to make some more statues, so you've walked at just the right moment. Yes, I am, unfortunately, my muse. It seems that inspiration is slipping through my fingers again. So I've just been trying to clean and polish up the ones that I've already made, tracing my hands over my hours of work. It works sometimes. I stare at my work and think of better ways to do it, how I could improve it, or even just how it would look if I just, moved the slightest thing. If the hands were opened instead of closed, if their eyes looked to the left instead of to the right. To change the statue expression would change the meaning of the piece. Say, if I were to change this one, she has kind of, well, a far-off stare, a neutral expression, a more relaxed pose. To me, that means she's simply thinking, maybe daydreaming. But if I were to change her expression to a sadder one, she could be mourning. If I changed it to an angry one, she could be plotting revenge. Well, the face can tell many stories. It's why I have to get them just perfect to give the statues life. It's on the eyes. Which is a pain, because, I can't see yours, no matter how much I want to. If I did, that would be the first and last time I saw them. Well, I'm sure they'd still be beautiful if they were stone. But that is not my point. I'm struggling, my muse, to create new things. It feels like I'm repeating what I've already done before, just endlessly creating copies of faces I've made, fingers I've carved out of stone, bodies I spent hours sculpting. Every time I sit down to create something new, the idea just, poof, it leaves me, or I stumble across work that looks exactly like what I had planned. I feel like a fraud. That I am just subconsciously stealing others' works. Doing nothing but what a printer does. Making endless copies of things people have already seen before. I know similar stories are told, with the same character arc and overarching themes. But it is not the same for us sculptors. We must be different. Must be unique in some way. If we aren't, no one will buy our work. We'll live and die a tortured, starving artist. Maybe someday in the future, when I am nothing but bones and carvings in the stone, people will grow to like my work. But what good does that do to me right now? People will like me better when I am gone, ramble on about me being misunderstood in my time. A legacy sounds nice, but I want to support us with my work, for people to appreciate it now. To support you, as you support me. That is the problem, my muse. I haven't made anything new. I've only been cleaning and changing things, going over my mistakes and overcorrecting myself until they look too perfect. Too perfect to be human. I want to be inspired. I do nothing but sit and look at my sketchbook, the empty pages taunting me, beckoning me to lift my pencil and sketch the next statue, to bring something to life. There are echoes of inspiration, always just out of sight, out of reach. I hear their whispers and it tortures me, my muse. I hear them from the moment I wake up until the moment I fall back asleep. They're in the walls, in the sky, in the earth, and in everything apart from in me. I try to listen, but they're just too quiet. There is too much noise, too much sound, too much, just too much everything. My muse, I fear I am going crazy. Even for monsters, hearing voices that aren't there is just never a good sign. I try to ignore them, to block them out, to simply be louder than the voices. But they just continue, no matter what I do. I want to block out the echoes, to ignore their taunts and trials, and their ramblings of nonsense and their constant degradation of my work, my life's work. Thank you. Thank you for the hug, my muse. I'm not sure what I'd be able to do without your comfort and your support. I thank you for the sacrifice, my muse, but no. You know I could never turn you to stone, not even if it would grant me all the fortune and fame I desired as an artist. It wouldn't be worth having if I didn't have you by my side. The inspiration will come to me eventually. Maybe I just need you to model for me again. What can I say? I do love to just, well, admire my muse's body. To look at your every curve. To study you in great detail, so that even if I were blinded, I could still draw and sculpt you from my memory. Maybe that will be my next challenge, to sculpt you completely blindfolded. But for that, I'd need some practice and lots of studying. Come over here, my muse. Let me feel your body on mine. Run my hands over every curve of yours.